Hello lovely people, today I'm going to teach you how to turn your leftovers into an amazing dish. And of course, before I start cooking, I have to do some dancing, just so I can get myself in that mood.
Hello everyone and welcome to my Creative African Cooking channel, Ndudu by Fafa, and my name is Fafa Gilbert.
Now if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, but hopefully by the end of this video you are inspired to do so. Now let's talk about leftover number 1. I would leave a link at the top for this amazing recipe where I use charred peppers with coconut oil to infuse into the beans. The best thing about this beans recipe is it's suitable for you to freeze. Please, when you do freeze your dish, ensure that you label it in terms of what it is and date it. Now, do not freeze anything for more than 3 months, because what freezing does is it slows the process of its deteriorating. It doesn't necessarily prevent it from doing so. So yes, just ensure that you do use it within a 3-month period. But then again, if it's so delicious, I'll tell you something, it's not going to be in that freezer for more than a month. Absolutely not. But one thing about freezing as well is the fact that when you do cook and you make some of these dishes and you leave some in the freezer, so you know those type of months whereby, or days whereby, the budget is actually low, at least you know you've got some good food in the freezer. Definitely, so you never skip on eating well. So place your beans in a wok and place it on a medium heat and cook this for about 4 to 5 minutes. This is to warm everything through. Then again, as I said, I took this out of the freezer and I left it to thaw in the fridge, got back from work, and then I've started cooking this. Now the next thing is rice, okay. Now there are a few rules with rice, because in as much as rice is tasty, it can also be poisonous. Poisonous in the sense of how you preserve it. So once you cook your rice, cool it quickly within an hour and place it in the fridge. Now, your leftover rice should be used the next day, okay? And when you use it, you have to warm it through till it's piping hot. That will kill any bacteria in it. Please ensure that you do not reheat your rice again. So once you cook it, you cool it down within an hour, you refrigerate it. The next day, you steam it or you cook it again till it's piping hot. You have to finish it. Do not reserve it again in the fridge and then reheat it again, because that's how you end up poisoning yourself. So far as you follow this instruction, you're fine. I will leave a link at the top on how to prepare the best coconut rice recipe, as I did on ITV this morning. It is a must-try recipe, definitely. And then next, you can be creative in terms of the protein that you choose to add to your mixture. So in the name of using my leftover, if you watch my previous video on how I made my biryani kofta, lamb kofta that is, yes, that was my leftover, and I'll leave a link at the top for you to try that recipe. Definitely, yet again, flavor packed. So I've added my lamb koftas. You can be creative and add any protein of your choice. And if it's a vegetarian dish that you want to make as well, you just add your vegetables. You can grill some peppers, some aubergines. You can be as creative to add to this mixture. So now I'm going to be warming this through. So I'm adding a little bit of water, and that will just create that steam and we cook everything perfectly. And I'll cook this just for about 5 to 8 minutes, so it's piping hot, moist, packed with flavor, to allow all the flavors of these dishes to infuse into one. Now you know this channel and its infusions. You know it's Ndudu by Fafa. Even the leftover cry in a kitchen. Ona owache cook ubanyo kefi recipe ne. In a watch pay, ona rice beans, ona toluko, alo ona mackerel, alo just add it. All I'm just trying to say is, I'm just trying to use some of the recipes that I've already got on this channel to recreate new recipes. So that is just teaching you that you do not need to waste anything. Now you will notice that I'm cooking on a low to medium heat. Reason is I just want everything to cook through perfectly. I've added that little bit of water to create that steam to allow that infusion to take place. So you notice I'll be using the ladle in breaking through the rice and stuff. It's just because I want to make sure everything cooks perfectly. So it looks like I'm quite happy with this. I can see that this infusion has just happened perfectly. The only thing that I bought this day was a bag of stir-fry mixture that I got from M&S. I think that was even on a deal. So it was £1.20. I mean, it had bok choy, had some beans, it had carrots as well in there. And that just works perfectly, It was inexpensive in the sense that that was the only thing that I had to buy for my dinner for the day. Because, of course, I had my lamb koftas, I had my rice, and I had my beans. So it was just this is going to be protein-packed and just delicious. Just so. Yes, absolutely. You can use any stir-fry, any vegetables of your choosing. Don't restrict yourself. And if you want to make a vegetarian option as well, you can. Now, when it comes to textures, you know me. So, of course, I had to add some sliced onions for that extra crunch. And, it gives it that juiciness as well. Stir fry without that extra crunch, Charlie, that would be dodgy one. They see. I mean, as I said, look, you could even use your frozen peas, your sweet corn, whatever you want to add to this, you can. So, yes, this is almost done. So, this has been cooking for about 11 minutes now. And now that I've added my vegetables, I don't want to, cook it for too long. Absolutely. So, especially with the bok choy, it's just no, I don't want it to be too long. But of course, I had to add a little bit of chili. So I had some green chilies that I'd sliced and I've added that to it. So, it gives it that little spiciness. So this is so coconutty, smoky. And, you've got that whole lamb in there. The lamb kofta, of course. You've got the onion. And then I'm adding that little bit of coconut oil. You see? I just love it. And now at this point, I'm going to turn the heat up. Yes. So this is where I'm finishing it off now. I'm turning the heat up and just getting that coconut oil to just fry it for a minute. And that's it. It's done. Look at that. Flavor packed. And look at that beauty. Look at the onions. They're all crunchy. And you see that the rice and the beans, it's not too much. You can see there's the protein in this dish is actually higher content. So yeah, absolutely. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, here we have our pièce de résistance. Dinner is ready. Easiest 1, 2, 3. Are you inspired to try the recipe? Yes, I'd leave a list of ingredients and measurements on my blog in ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat as Ndudu by Fafa. Now, you will find all these creative recipes either on my blog, fafagilbert.com, or Ndudu by Fafa, or here on YouTube. Just as I always say, this is not any other food. This is Ndudu by Fafa. Until next time, take care of you, be nice, be beautiful. And you know what? I love you.